What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods XY. Man, listen, we've been waiting a long time, man. We've been waiting a long time for this. I know people been sitting back and waiting because we've been waiting for J. Cole to say something, man. We obviously know that when this whole Kendrick Lamar thing came out, like that came out, J. Cole came out firing, and then J. Cole said, nah, I ain't in it, dog. And J. Cole backed out of the beef. Now, when J. Cole backed out of the beef, that caused a lot of issues because a lot of people were looking at J. Cole like, dog, you scared, dog? People still have their opinions on it. People feel the way they feel. People are gonna say what they want to say. And, you know, in some people's eyes, J. Cole folded. In other people's eyes, J. Cole just took a step back. And in other people's eyes, J. Cole was a straight up. But everybody's gonna have different opinions. Thoughts on it is I just feel like J. Cole is in the position where he just doesn't want to be in the middle of everything going on. And we can all speculate whether he was gonna come out okay in this battle, whether this was gonna turn out the way it did for Drake in this battle. We can speculate. But the fact is, we would never know because J. Cole backed out. He backed out before anything could happen. And he is finally addressing the fact that he didn't participate in this beef on his new song called Port Antonio. Now, this song was not announced anywhere. It just kind of came out of nowhere. So it's out, and J. Cole is addressing the beef in the song in a way that we know J. Cole would do. I want to play the whole thing straight through, but y'all know how YouTube goes. Let's listen to it.
Herb signs, cannot get it if I see it's about the dough. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable. But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow.
So I pulled the plug because I see where it's about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. So when J. Cole essentially backed out of this battle, basically saying that it was heavy on his heart and, you know, he felt some type of way about the whole beef. And obviously we know that J. Cole is friends with Kendrick and J. Cole is friends with Drake. So essentially that just put him in the middle of this whole thing. And I think originally J. Cole tried to jump in this and just be like competitive, but then he realized how this was gonna go. But then there's also the element of Schoolboy Q warning him and telling him how this was gonna go. And I think that's what ultimately made him bow out.
They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a phone. And all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for.
I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a foe. And all for what? All for what? So that's what J. Cole is kind of looking at. He's kind of looking at this in a bigger picture of things. It's like the grand scheme of it all. Like just the bigger picture is I would have lost a bro and gained a foe. Because we really don't know how this would have ended up, right? This could have ended up in a lot of different ways. But because J. Cole backed out, we won't know. But one thing that I could say that nobody can deny is y'all can't deny J. Cole's pen. Y'all cannot deny J. Cole's pen because J. Cole's still that dude and you can hear it in this song. Like he flowing.
Since the age of 14, Jermaine is no king. If that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be.
If I gotta, Jermaine is no king. If that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bots just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes. I don't know if that's a shot or he's just saying, because we all know about the accusation of bots and all that other stuff. I don't know if that's a shot or he just saying, but we'll continue.
Considered best to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hype.
That boy is telling y'all, just cause he ain't shoot the gun, that don't mean his shit ain't deadly. So basically he's saying just cause I ain't jumping the beef, don't mean that I don't be spitting out here. J. Cole talking that talk. He firing back. He talking that talk. Come on, man. Let's go now. Show him who you is.
Pathetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga.
They say I'm picking sides, don't you lie on me, my nigga. So like for all the people that's thinking that Drake and J. Cole got an issue, he's saying it ain't there. Kendrick and J. Cole got an issue, he's saying it ain't there. He said he ain't picking no sides. He ain't choosing no sides. And rightfully so, but if we look at how Drake has been in this whole thing, I think Drake would expect you to choose a side, dog, because that speech was about friends stabbing you in your back, you know, and, you know, people dancing and not like us, and he getting mad at them. I'm pretty sure he wants you to choose a side.
To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your hearts, creeping to find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't promised shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
Look, man. So I think J. Cole is showing people that he still does this. And I mean, I never doubted that J. Cole does this. I never doubted J. Cole's pen. I think J. Cole is an amazing MC. I think he's an amazing lyricist. He definitely deserves to be respected in the game. Now, him backing out of this battle, obviously that makes a lot of people look at him differently. And that's something he gotta live with. And this is him basically coming back and letting people know, like, I do this. I think what he's trying to leave this with is just reminding people that he's not taking any sides. He's in the middle, and he doesn't want this to become a thing where it seems like he's leaning on one side more than the other. So obviously you hear the lines in there where he's giving Drake props for helping him out, you know, and he basically considers these two guys his friends. And that's what he's saying. But we already knew this, because the minute he backed out of the battle, we already knew that this is how he felt. But like I said, J. Cole is not a person that you could look at and deny his lyrical ability or deny his craft. Like, his craft is elite. We know this. And you know, him coming out with this song and addressing it is something that I think people are waiting for. People wanted to hear what he thought about it. People wanted to hear how he feels, what side he's on, if he chose a side. Like, people wanted to hear that. And while I think that a lot of people out there are not gonna ride with J. Cole on this, because they've already made up their minds. The minute they saw J. Cole back out of that battle, they kind of made up their minds of how they felt about J. Cole. And that's why I feel like it's an uphill battle for J. Cole, which I don't think is impossible or difficult to do. I think he can get back in the space he needs to get back to, and he'll be just fine. Like, yeah, this beef was inevitable, and it happened. I mean, these two guys were subliminally dissing each other for years, and inevitably it happened, and J. Cole backed out of it, and it's something that people have to accept. He was in the middle of it, and I don't think he wants to be on one side of it. But let me know how you feel about the track. Let me know how you feel about Port Antonio if you have listened. Do you think J. Cole did it justice? How do you feel about J. Cole spitting positive lines about Drake? How do you feel about J. Cole insinuating the fact that he's just in the middle of it and he's staying neutral? Let me know in the comment section, man. Listen, and to everybody out there that's not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Violate that like button for your boy, man. Y'all already know what it is. Till next time, it's your boy Good. BigZoeTV. Let's go.
Wait, I'm the truth, you ain't never lied. Top down, all crews like vanilla sky. All this hate against the kid, it should be televised. Afraid of heights, not me, I'm forever fly. Yup, I'm back, but I never left. You niggas left ain't coming back, son, that's kinda death. Matter of fact, I made it better, y'all was wasting breath. I hold it down while you're gone, won't even know you're left.